So hello, thank you, and welcome to our yoga and mindfulness series with AARP and Open Up. If you haven't been with us before, my name is Colleen Cadman, and I serve as an Associate State Director of Outreach with AARP in Pennsylvania. And we are excited to have folks from all over joining us for our yoga and mindfulness series with AARP and Open Up. If you haven't already done so and you would like to, please feel free to share in the chat where you're joining us from. We're going to go through and read out where we have folks tuning in from. We've got folks from Colorado today, Washington State, our home state of Pennsylvania. So shout outs to our Pennsylvania folks where we record this class from. We're in Pittsburgh, PA. I see folks from California, New Jersey, Ohio, Missouri, Arizona. We've got Texas. Let's see, we've got Kentucky. Welcome. Breast Cancer Awareness Month is here. Happy Pink October. Thank you so much, Flavia, one of our regular participants. We've got Massachusetts today, Vermont, Kansas. Oh, we've got several breast cancer survivors with us today. So awesome. Thank you for sharing that. And thanks for that great shout out. Nevada, Florida. And for Florida folks, North Carolina folks, anyone down south who's been affected by the storms over the last week, we're sending our thoughts your way. Thanks for being with us today. All right, AARP is committed to helping us take control of our health as we age by providing tools, resources, and information that will entertain and inspire, educate and stimulate, and engage and activate. AARP hopes to create an environment where our members and everyone can lead their healthiest lives possible in mind, body, and spirit. And AARP wants to help us take a whole body approach to healthy living. Regular exercise and focusing on your brain health are two great ways to support healthy aging. And you can learn more on our website at www.aarp.org/health/healthy living. And we'll be sharing that link in the chat momentarily. We will be recording today's session, so barring any technical difficulties, you can look forward to receiving that recording in your email following the class. And we also encourage you to please sign up for future sessions of this series. We're here at the same time, same place every week. We have had some changes with our registration links recently, so I'll be sharing a new link in the chat with you again today. That's been new these last couple weeks, so make sure you check that out for registering for the future classes. And we're very excited to collaborate with Open Up on this series. Please be sure to consult your physician or other healthcare professional before starting this or any other fitness program to determine if it is right for your needs. And without further ado, I'm going to turn things over to our wonderful instructor, Chandler, to lead us in today's session.
Thank you, Colleen. Hi, welcome everyone. And yes, happy Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Thank you all for joining today. So we have a topic for the way that we're going to open practice. Oh, and I forgot to say that, yes, I am here at Open Up. And here at Open Up, we practice inclusivity in art and movement. As you can see, I'm very excited to talk about this prompt. I hope that we're all doing very good today. Okay, so this one is about, I'll give some examples before we say the prompt. So, like trees providing shade to plants beneath us, insects pollinating flowers, decomposing logs giving life to new vegetation. I want us to think of some ways that we can reflect on relationships in our life. How do those closest to us nurture and support you? And how do we support those relationships in return? So once again, how do those that are closest to you nurture and support you? And what do we give to those relationships in return? That's something to think about. That's our prompt. Self-reflection. You're welcome to write it down in the chat. I think I saw a response. You're welcome to just take some time now to close your eyes, come to a nice comfortable spot on your mat or a seat, ponder on it. I think this is a good self-reflection of showing gratitude for our loved ones that show us support. So this is something that we can think about during class, something that can help fuel you, and to maybe after class even call some of your support friends and your closest friends and just give them thanks and love and gratitude for all the support they give. And that's another way of you showing support back for them. All right, so when you're ready, I'm going to take a very deep inhale and exhale out. Good. Inhale in and exhale. Take two more like that, breathing in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Last one, breathing in and exhale. The next thing for class, we're going to continue to breathe, but on every inhale, we're going to find at least 5 things in our space, 5 objects or noticeable things, or even memories of our own space. And we're going to lock in on one of them for our inhale. We look at one and we exhale out. Inhale the next one, exhale out the third, and then the fourth and fifth. So we're just opening our awareness, seeing what's in our space, showing also gratitude to where we're at, also remembering the places that we love the most that tie us and make us feel grounded. We can also think about that as well. So we take a big inhale and we find our first object. Exhale out. Inhale, find your object. Exhale out. Number 3, inhale. Exhale out. 4. Exhale out. Number 5, your last one. And exhale out. Good. Continue our sensation study. We're going to do 4 things that we can clearly hear. What are 4 things in your space that stand out to you the most? Find the first one. Moving down into your second. Your third. And fourth. Good. And 3 things that you can touch. One. My 2. My 3. Good. 2 things that you smell. Taking a big inhale with a fresh whiff. You can even think differently about the 2 things that you smell. It could be 2 things that you remember in your home that smell so good, like you're cooking or a candle. Smell of perfume on your person or a scent that you enjoy. Exhale out. And then onto your second one. and out. Good. And then your number one is something that you are super excited to eat. Start to remember the feeling of maybe memories on cooking that item, what it tastes like, what it smells like, what it looks like, using from our 5, 4, 3 to the sound that it makes when you're cooking it. Maybe the joy it brings you. Good. And when you're ready, we're going to take another big inhale and smile, exhale out. Good. I also just want to make this say this out right now. I forgot to say this in the beginning that there have been technical issues with Bluetooth connection. So at any point, if you hear the sound go out, please continue to follow the movement. It seems like there is no issue with that. But just to have to say that ahead of time, we are continuing to work that out and figure out what's been going on. So just giving grace as we figure this out. All right, so we're just going to do a head roll, just taking your head around twice on one side. Really isolate your neck and your head from your shoulders. And when you're ready, you'll reverse to the other side. At any point, you can reflect on any of the prompts that we've talked about from our 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and also gratitude for your loved ones that support you and how you support them. Good. And when you're ready, just isolate, sit your head up to the sky and looking down and up and down. Well, let's just go from ear to shoulder. Good. Let's do some wrist work. So let's imagine we're whipping up that number one item that we love so much, using our imagination right now. We're in the kitchen chefing it up. Maybe hit a souffle or saute, excuse me. Good. Continue rolling out your wrist. You can do this high, low, middle. When you start to feel some sensations in your wrist, you can take a break. When you start to feel your wrist warm up, you can take a break. I'll keep going for 10 and 9 and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Interlace your fingers and then pull your elbows straight in front. So it should look like this. Good. I'm just switching my legs because my foot is falling asleep on me today, which is a little weird. And then you'll flip where the back of your hand is forward now. Good. And now we're going to take this motion. You can keep your hands where they are, or you can just hold onto your fingers or just let them be in front of you. And we're just going to do a side motion this time and back. Now let's add our breath. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale up. You might feel some sensations in your shoulders as you're holding up your arms. Exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale and exhale, twist. Good. Warming up our rib cage. I think my foot is back awake again. We'll reach our arms up high to the sky and then do the same thing to the side. Inhale, exhale, inhale back up. Exhale, 2 more. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Bring it around town. This circle can be as big or small as you like. Good. From here, we come back to neutral and then reach forward. Nice. You can walk your hands forward. Good. Taking a breath in. Exhale out. Let your chin fall down to your chest. And then walk your hands over to one side. Good. Breathing in. Exhale out. Breathing in. And exhale out. Other side. And then we'll do this all from the top, switching your legs if you are in this crisscross applesauce. Good. Switch your legs, put the other leg on top. Reach your arms back up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, side twist. Inhale back up. Exhale, side twist. Two more. Keep going. Good. Bring it around town. Reverse your circle now. And reach your arms all the way up, forward fold. Chin goes down to your chest. Just relax here. Walk your hands over to your right side. And then to your left. Good. Back to center, walking your hands up. We're going to go straight into a butterfly or frog. So whether you're seated and or on your mat, you'll take your feet, place your feet together and your knees will fall to the side. You're welcome to flap your wings to feel some more adjustments with your hips. Or stay here. Another option is to place your elbows onto your knees, to pull your knees down closer to the ground. You can also forward fold. Good. We'll stay here for 2 breaths. Rolling up to the spine, and we're just going to tip the kettle from side to side. Good. Kind of giving your feet a massage. And then bring your knees back into your chest. More hip work. Actually, I'll stay to the front to show what this next one will look like. Placing your hands behind you, you'll take your knee out to the side, stretch your foot, bring it back in. Out to the side, stretch your, and in. So we'll take 4 on one leg and then 4 on the other. If you're seated in a chair, this may look like sitting nice and tall, letting your leg drop to the side, stretch and back in. Good. All right, let's start. And out to the side, stretch and then in. 2, 3, 4. Good. Switch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to reverse this. We're going to start with the stretch leg. Stretch, bend and in. Stretch, bend and in. Stretch, bend and in. Stretch, bend and in. Other side. Good. And then let's just window wipe from side to side. Window shield. You're welcome to lay back on your chair if you are seated. If you're on your mat, you can continue if you're seated. If you're on your mat, your hands can fall back a little bit more to make space and let your knees drop from one side to the other at any pace that feels good for you as we continue to warm up. Good. And last thing for our hips, kind of going into the upper body. I've given, I think the last 2 times, a reference on a cereal bowl. How that bowl, if you tip it forward, this is like the bowl is like your hips. And you're tilting your bowl forward and then rocking it back. So that's the visual. And back. Good. All right, so you can have your legs at whatever place, whether they're straight in front of you, if you're seated. If you're on your mat, you can have the crisscross applesauce and your froggy. We're just simply creating this rocking motion. That way, when we do our cat and cow, we can really tap into curling and scooping and then lifting and arching through our spine for the next exercise. Okay, let's just take the first rock. We'll tilt forward, tilt our bowl forward, and then back. Tilt forward and back. This is the visual. These are your hips. And forward and back. Last one, and forward and back. Good. Going into a seated cat and cow. This can be done standing in a chair or on your mat in crisscross applesauce. If you're standing, you can place your hands right by your hips. Open your chest all the way up to the sky and then curl in. Open your chest and curl in. In your chair, you'll use the bowl effect, tipping forward, open your chest, and then tipping your bowl back to curl in. If you're on your mat, this can be done two ways. You can be in your tabletop, dropping your belly, tilt your bowl, looking up, and then curling in. And then last but not least, if you're in a crisscross applesauce, you'll tilt your bowl looking up and in. So whichever one feels best for you. We'll do just about 4 total. Here we go. Breathing in, we look up. Exhale, round, curl through. Take your time. Breathing in. Exhale, curl through. 2 more, breathing in. Exhale, curve through. And breathing in. Exhale, curve through. Good, shake it out. Going into a forward fold. If you're standing, you'll reach for your toes. Seated, you'll reach for your toes. And if you're on your mat, you'll stretch your knees out. We'll all reach our arms up to the sky and forward fold. Just relaxing over our head, over our legs. Let our head go down into our chest. We don't want to yank our body down, but just let gravity take control. Take as many breaths as you want to relax. Maybe you ponder on the idea of your number one, your favorite item. Remembering the smell, the taste of it, the comfort, your comfort item. And then walk your hands forward. Good. Going into a spiral twist. If you're on your mat, you'll place one foot in close to your chest. You'll grab. So my right knee is up. I'll use my left hand to pull me up nice and sit up tall, and then spiral twist. I can place my hand right behind me, or I can reach it out. This also can be done with your left leg being tucked, and your right leg can go over the left, keeping both sits bones on the ground. Use your left hand to lift you up, and then spiral twist. If you're standing, this may look like you holding on to a surface, taking one leg and also spiral twisting very gently. And then if you're seated, you can have your feet right in front of you and then place the opposite arm on the opposite leg, taking your arm behind the chair and spiral twist. Good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. breathing in, exhale out, and back to the front. Shake it out. Good. Other side, place your hand on the opposite leg and whichever variation felt best for your body. Sometimes one side you can do one version of it and the other side might be a little bit more flexible and you do the opposite. Whichever one will give you the greatest stretch. Here we go, breathing in. Exhale. Maybe while we're here in the spiral twist, we take one of the 5 objects that we see in our home or remembering the remembrance of that object and use it to focus as we spiral twist. Good, and then shake it out. Awesome, and let's come to a mountain pose. If we're in our seat, we'll be here. If you are down on your mat, we'll all come to a stand. We're gonna take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Breathing in. Exhale out. Good, we're gonna reach our arms up together. Inhale. Exhale, side stretch like we did in the beginning. Inhale, back up. Exhale, side stretch. Take it around town again. Nice. And then from here, forward fold. Good. Place your hands onto your shins or your knees. You look up, halfway lift, keeping a nice soft bend in the back of your knees, and then forward fold. And roll up through your spine. We're gonna do a cat and a cow from here. We'll lift our chest, looking up, and we'll curl in. And looking up, and curl in. Good. If you're standing, you can continue with that variation. This is what the seated version may look like. We'll reach our arms up. We do a side bend and back up, a side bend. We'll take it around town. We reverse it. Just to keep the upper body nice and mobile, reach your arms up, forward fold. You can keep your knees over your toes or make more space for the upper body to fold. Place your hands wherever feels good as you can for you to lift up, halfway lift, and then forward fold, rolling up through your spine, going into our cat and cow. Elbows go back as you lift your chin, and then curl your pelvis, tilt your pelvis again, looking up and back in. All right, so we'll do that twice through. I'll stay seated, so whether you're standing or seated, we'll do this the first half of this variation, and then we'll add on our warrior. So reach your arms up. Good, side stretch. Exhale, inhale back up. Smell your comfort food. Exhale out. Bring it around town. And then other way. Good, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Nice, place your hands in a supportive way. We look up, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rolling up through your spine, going into 2 cat and cows. Lift your chest. And bring it back in. Lift your chest. And pulling it back in. Good. Another round. Reach your arms up. Side stretch. Inhale back up. Side stretch. Bring it around town. Reverse. Nice. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Place your hands in a supportive way on your legs. Look up, halfway lift. And forward fold. Good. Rolling up through your spine, 2 cat and cows. Lift your chest. And curl in. Lift your chest. And curl in. Nice. So I'll pause right here. So we're gonna add in a warrior. From here, we'll take if we're seated, this may look like you taking your left leg back behind you having a nice stance. So from the side, it should look like my foot is in line with my knee is dropping down. So I'm sitting kind of in front of the chair. I don't want to be too far back because you have no space. So lifting up here, reaching my arms, good, going into a warrior one. If we're standing, we should finish here at our cat and cow. We'll step our left foot back. Good, reach our arms. The foot should be in a 45-degree angle with our heel down. We should have a bend in the front leg, going into a warrior one. And no matter if we're seated or standing, we'll all twist our upper bodies to surf. Good. And then we'll take the top arm to reverse. And then we come back to a warrior two. We step our foot back, mountain pose. We'll do the other side. Right leg goes back, reach our arms up, warrior one. And then going into a warrior two, reverse it. Go back to the warrior two, step back, mountain pose. You think we can do it? I think so. All right, here we go from the top. I'll do this variation. We'll do this once through from the very top with our sun through our sun into warrior. All right, here we go. Reach your arms up, inhale. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, back up. Exhale, side bend. Take it around town. Good, reverse. Reach your arms up. Forward fold. Nice. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rolling up through your spine. Going into two cat and cows now. Lift your chest. We're flowing through this. Exhale, bring it back in. Chin down to your chest. Chin up. And chin in. Good. I'll turn a little bit to the side. We come back to our mountain. We'll step our left foot back. Reach your arms up, warrior one. Good. Moving into a warrior two. Flip your palms now. Engage your back muscles. Reverse. Nice. Going back into your warrior two. Step the foot, mountain. Other side. Warrior one. Good. Moving into your warrior two. Flip your palms. Reverse. Back to your warrior two. And mountain. Good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Good. Before we continue on, we're going to do a little bit of balance. So we're going to do our tree pose, our figure four stretch that we did last week, which can be done in different ways. All right. But before we start, we want to ground ourselves again, and we're going to do a little bit of a mantra. Peace begins with me. I think most of us know it. So you're welcome to tap each finger with your thumb as you say it, or you can have your palms nice and open. You can place them wherever feels good and feels comforting for you. So we'll do all together. Peace. You can have your eyes closed or open. Begins with me. Peace begins with me. Two more. You can say it to yourself now. My last set. Peace begins with me. Slowly open your eyes if they were closed. Going into our tree pose. Since I am already standing, I'll show the standing version of this. You can place your heel by your ankle, shifting your weight over to one side. This can be the start of it. You're welcome to lift your foot a little higher, and then the highest. I love to give myself an extra little oomph if I'm trying to get it up there. And then placing my hand, whichever feels good, my heart, one of my stomach, making branches. Find a creative way that feels best for your body. If we're seated, this would be the same thing, sitting up nice and tall in our chair. We'll take one foot, have our knee out to the side, and also have a creative way of putting our arms. All right, so we're gonna take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Find one of your 5 objects to focus on. Good, and shake it out. We'll do the other side. Place your foot by your ankle. Nice, your knee will go out to the side. Find your hands in a creative way that feels good. And then find another one of your objects to focus on. Good, and shake it out. All right, going into a figure 4 stretch and or a balance. If you're seated, you'll take your ankle on top of your knee. Good, if that's too much, you can just place it in front of your foot. Stay there. If that's too much of a sensation in the back of your leg, so here and or the other way. If you're standing and want to balance and also stretch at the same time, here's an option. Place your foot on top of your resting in front of your knee and forward fold. So I'm bending in the standing leg, placing my hand, whatever feels good. You can lift off from here and balance, find another one of your objects to focus on to help you balance. If you're on the ground, you can place your feet in front of you and then one foot on top. Have your hands a little bit further back or closer up, however you want to increase your stretch. If that's too much, you place your foot on the ground and forward fold. See, there's a lot of options to pick from. I'll stay here in the last stretch. So we're going to take a deep breath in and exhale out. Breathing in and exhale out. 2 more. And then you'll switch other side. 4 breaths. Good. From here, we'll all do a seated forward fold or a standing forward fold. Reach your arms up and then relax over our legs. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale out. Breathing in. Exhale out. Nice. So for our closing today, we're going to do this a little bit different. We're going to add a chant into our ending rest. You're welcome. This is an option, or you can be very still in your space. So I think I will be in a crisscross applesauce, sitting up for this and closing my eyes and feeling like I'm rooted into the ground. You're welcome to lay down or stay nice and comfortable in your in a seat. If you're standing, you can lean up against the wall, take some of that pressure away. And you're just gonna close your eyes. We're gonna say Om together. We're gonna try and extend our Om out as long as possible with our inhale and then exhale Om. We're gonna do it twice. Find your comfortable spot. Breathing in. Exhale. Om. Oh. Take some time to sit in this. Let the vibrations continue to move throughout your body. Ponder on your close ones who support you, and maybe thinking about how you support them. Any thoughts, additional feelings you'd like to share in the chat, you're welcome to do that. Take some time to dwell on it. Okay, take a big inhale. Exhale out. Slowly open your eyes if they're closed. And if you'd like to share from any of our prompts from today, or your comfort meal, or your loved ones who show you support, and you want to give them a big shout out, or ways that you support your loved ones or friends that support you, I would love to hear, as we always build so much community, and I feel like I learned so much about it from everyone that shows up. So thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chandler. So I'll encourage folks to share in the chat if you have comments, responses to today's prompts. We'd love to hear from you as we end class today. And Chandler, I want to give you a huge shout out. We had no technical issues today. So the technology gods must have been on our side today. Thank you for continuing to push through these past couple weeks through those. So I want to, before we read responses, I just want to share, if you would like to join us again, same time, same place, next week and every week, please go ahead and click the link that I just shared in the chat for our future sessions. We hope you'll sign up and join us again. And let's head over to the chat, because I see some of our regulars with us again today, and I see some new folks as well. So I think Valerie's responding to, I believe, how her friends, family, networks support her. And she shared communicating, listening, and compassion. And shared encouraging me to be brave and overcoming fears.
Yes.
Judy shared, stand by you at your worst times and do the same for them when they are struggling.
Mm-hmm.
John says, cooking and sharing food.
Ooh.
Ooh, Judy says, gingerbread cookies at Christmas time. I suspect this is the food that she's really leaning into, which is fantastic, Judy. Ooh, Deb says, shout out to my dog and thanks for a fabulous class.
Oh, thank you, Deb.
Wonderful, Deb. Oh, Chandler, you're gonna love this. We're seeing folks saying happy pre-Friday in the chat, so it's catching on.
I forgot to say Happy Friday. I was so excited about the prompt. Happy Free Friday. Yay, it's catching on. Thank you for sharing that, Colleen.
You got it. Let's see, lots of shout outs, and God bless our survivors for Cancer Awareness Month. So thank you to those of you who reminded us of that important month in October. Yeah. Sue says, friends, family, AARP classes, ice skating and skiing.
Oh.
Oh, Debbie sharing about support from a son, saying, when I can't do something, my son says we can do it together.
That's amazing.
Awesome. And in addition to that, lots of thanks to you, Chandler, lots of namastes in the chat, lots of compliments on today's class, the breath work, mantras being shared, peace begins with me. And overall, some great positivity.
Oh.
And with that, we want to thank you all for joining us again today. We hope to see you again in the future. Thanks so much, Chandler, for putting us in a wonderful, relaxed mood today, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you all. Have a great one. Happy Free Friday.